What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. What do you guys think so far, huh? It's coming along pretty nicely. I'm wearing the shades because it's pretty bright outside. It's about 2 o'clock now, almost 3, and as you can see, oh, you can't see. Let me show you. We got the tubs sitting right here. I'll be honest with you, I think they look okay. When I first started, I wasn't very confident. I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out, and I felt like I had the wrong tools, right? Once again, right? The little roller, it was the, I think it was like the 6-inch one, and it was just too big to get in the little curves, and it just, I felt like it was screwing it up, right? So what I did is I used a little foam roller that I had, a 4-inch, and I made it worse. I ended up creating little bubbles. Actually, no, it wasn't even the foam one. It was a different one, and it just left a bunch of little hairs. Got a little frustrated, ended up leaving. Came back the next day. Yeah, you don't know anything about it. She doesn't know about what I'm telling you guys. Yeah. So the second day that I came back, I went out. I felt like I bought the right tools. There's a bunch of different types of rollers, right? And let me show you what I mean. Right now, I ended up buying, it was Sunday, so everything's closed, right? So I ended up buying this multiple surface. It's made out of microfiber, right? And the issue was, as I was rolling, some of these little hairs were coming off, and I think it was because it was solidifying, it was getting hard, and they were just kind of getting pulled, right? So as I was rolling, I was having to pull some of these little hairs. I was having to pull them off, right? And that's because the paint store closed. I literally showed up a few minutes after closing. I was talking to the guy. I told him, hey, the second coat, the first coat, I did it the night prior. The next day I came by, reapplied the second coat, and it started to wrinkle. I wasn't sure if I was doing something wrong. So I ended up going to get what I thought were the right tools, and even though it's done now, they're usable, but I'm not 100% happy with it.
No,
you know,
good.
I mean, they from far away they look awesome, but as you get close, you can notice the little details.
You see all the little hairs.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm trying to see if I can catch the reflection, but there's like small little bubbles. There's little fibers. There's one right here.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see what I mean? I don't know if you guys can see that.
They look nice and shiny to me.
Yeah, but there's like little things like that there.
Oh, look at how the what is this?
It's
so paint or this?
Yeah. Well, this is an epoxy, right? Okay. But it looks like it was running down a little bit, and I didn't catch it.
Right here.
Right.
Too.
Yeah, so there's a little bit of paint runs. Yeah, right. For somebody who's never done this before, I mean, they're usable. It doesn't look great, but again, it looks a lot better than they used to.
How they used to,
right?
Look, yeah.
They were nasty, and now they're usable. At least they look better. This is what DIY.
But again, we're the ones taking a shower in here, so
exactly. I mean,
no one's gonna know.
No one's gonna know except for
but
you,
us.
me, and everybody else on YouTube.
But us. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, it looks pretty decent. There was a paint chip somewhere around here. There was another one like somewhere in the tub. I can't even remember where they're at.
I don't know which one anyway.
Yeah, there was another one somewhere around here. I think it was over there. But anyways, it looks a lot better. Now this is a slick surface, right? I'm sure that once it has soap and everything, you know, somebody might slip. So we're gonna have to have some mats. The original finish down at the bottom, you could tell that there was a little bit of grip. Now it doesn't have any. Mine is the little hairs. I don't know if the hairs and the bubbles will help, but it'll work just fine. I just wish.
You should have asked.
Huh?
You should have asked what you could use to.
They gave me that stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're the ones who gave me that stuff, but they gave me the 6-inch, which is longer. And as I was trying to roll, it felt like it was stopping a little bit. And then when I was going around the curves, the 6-inch roller is too big, right? So it was leaving lines, and it just didn't look good. So that's why I went with the 4-inch, and then I screwed it up. And then I continued to screw it up until I finished, and now it looks decent. So at least they work, right? So we decided we're gonna install the trim first, and then we're gonna paint it. So we're gonna hold off on actually painting today. If we are able to go ahead and finish everything, then we'll think about painting. But I think we're gonna run out of time. This is all we've done, from that corner to this corner. Although it looks pretty nice, right? I was playing around with the angles, and this isn't something that I've done before, so I had to play around, and I even made a little jig to try and get them as straight as possible. So it took me a while. It took literally like a couple of hours for me to be able to install this, which is insane. But that's what happens when you don't know how to do it, right? You got to figure things out. You got to just learn on the job. There it is. Looks pretty good, right? Wifey was asking me why there's gaps, and that's because the floor is not 100% level, right? So you're going to be able to see like it's pretty flush over here, but then there's a little bit of a gap there. There's not much we can do, right? And then I even cut this. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this is one side of trim, and that's another. Cut that at an angle. I think it looks pretty nice. All of this is going to be covered up anyways. There's going to be a couch there. Wifey wants new couches, so we're going to get her some new couches. Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm going to continue to cut these things. I just got to take a few measurements, and then again we'll paint another day. So I'm going to try to finish pretty much all the living room. This wall, that wall, pretty much all of this area. So I'm going to do that. Espérense, okay? Espérense, niñas. Alright guys, well, it's looking pretty good. We got the trim down at the bottom. I think it looks pretty nice. That little corner at the end, as you can see, well, as you saw me cutting the wood, that little corner at the bottom, it still looks a little iffy, but no big deal. It's on that end, so not everybody's going to be able to see it. Plus, I might be able to put a little bit of wood filler in there. It's not great, but it looks much better over here on this side. Now, one thing that I just realized, this trim here completely screwed it up. So I got this little piece here. This one was already cut at a 95-degree angle, or at 45-degree angle, I mean. So what I did is I was taking some measurements, kind of to make sure that I cut the right angle, right? And I cut these two, but I cut them backwards, right? So the thicker part is facing the door, and it's not gonna look good once I put the trim on, right? It should be with the thicker piece facing the wall and the thinner piece towards the door, like this. And unfortunately I got it backwards. No big deal. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this off. I'm going to save them, and then I'm just going to save those pieces for the top trim. Hopefully, I don't screw it up again. It sucks. Este tiene picos. Alright guys, so I cut the piece. The neighbors, I'm sure they're going to be pretty upset if we continue to make noise, right? So I got this little piece. Now this one has a little bit of damage, but it's going to be behind the refrigerator, right? I don't think it really matters. I'm going to go ahead and use it anyways. I've already measured it, and this will fit perfectly. I just got to remember where the stud was. I think the stud was on this side, so right there. That. Yes. That. I think it's probably good. Mama. There we go. A few extras doesn't hurt. So, all right. That's done.
Mamá, yo quiero tomar agua.
¿Quieres tomar agua? Déjate ayudo. Ven. Ven. Toma agua. ¿Ya? Ok, ¿está bien? ¿Es agua? Ven.
¿Está fría? Eli, ¿está fría?
Sí, está muy fría. Muy fría.
Abre la boca.
¡Muy fría!
¿Tú quieres agua? ¿Tú quieres agua?
No tenemos agua.
¿No tenemos agua?
No,
Ay, tú estás fiofo.
no están. ¿Quiero ver eso?
No. ¿Ya, corazón?
Yeah. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel and follow along our DIY home renovation journey. See you on the next one.